Welcome to Below Grade, episode 11. All right. Doing a solo today. So every single person except maybe two people. I put on Instagram, would you rather solo or prefer solo or guest episodes? I kind of phrased it wrong because clearly everyone's gonna click guest as if it's one or the other. I should have said solo and guest mixed or strictly guest because I'm not gonna do strictly solo. So everyone pick guest. But listen, I can't have a guest every single time, guys, because, I'm busy. People are busy. Also, don't have hundreds of people lined up. It's very difficult. Anyway, welcome to episode 11. I'm going to blast out a solo episode right now. Going to line up a guest for next week. I promise. If you haven't checked out YouTube yet, I post the episodes on there. So you get some video content for people that like to watch podcasts, which is actually a thing because a lot of them have become visual. I've noticed over time. Some podcasts that I listen to, you kind of need the visual, honestly. So now it's like, are you doing a podcast or are you doing a TV show, right? But you know what? I'm on board. So go on YouTube, just search Below Grade Podcast and subscribe, please. And then also listen and enjoy. I'm going to try to start putting like graphics over the videos too. So that's fun. It's a lot of fun. So that way there's things that we talk about and they'll pop up on the screen as we talk in the video. So you can listen and then you can go and watch, or you can just watch, or you can just listen. Doesn't matter. And then for people that are watching on YouTube, hello. You can also listen on iTunes, Spotify, etc., 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 etc. Anyway, nothing crazy's been going on, just the usual. Got a new license plate. There's an episode, I forget which one, maybe 7, called Taint 2. If you guys heard, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't hear, go back and listen, where somebody had a license plate that said Taint 2. Anyway, this one was a New Hampshire plate. Not as bad. Just said exit 32 on it, which I get it. It must be a thing. And sure enough, my wife confirmed right away. She was like, oh, yeah, those are bumper stickers, exit 32. And I said, well, this was a license plate. So this guy had a license plate made that said exit 32. And it's like Woodstock, North Woodstock, New Hampshire, Lincoln, New Hampshire. I found that out because I just zoomed in on the highways and I found exit 32. Anyway, are you that? I just think it's funny. Do you live there? Do you vacation there? You probably live there as a New Hampshire plate. Is it that crazy of a place to live? That good? Like you can't, maybe just put the bumper sticker. I think New Hampshire, the novelty plates are free, so it's a little different. But, oh, I'm sorry. I'm making noise. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty crazy. I think New Hampshire people are different. I'm sure some people from New Hampshire listen. You're nowhere near Florida. Don't worry. You're okay. But the other thing that I think was great on every New Hampshire plate is, oh, wait, exit 32. Hold on. Let me go back to that real quick. Sorry. Bounce around here. That's Lincoln, New Hampshire, too. Nice place called Chudder's there, if you never heard of it. Chudder's Candy. I think there's one in Lincoln and one in Littleton, New Hampshire. I think the one in Littleton's more north. My wife would know this. And they have the longest candy bar in the entire universe. Not even the world, the whole universe, which is pretty fun. So they got that going for them. It's one thing to be proud about, I guess. So anyway, I noticed the New Hampshire plates, and I noticed again today, because I saw another New Hampshire plate, was, I think this is fantastic, is on the New Hampshire plates. They have the Old Man on the Mountain. Now, for people that aren't familiar, Old Man on the Mountain was, I should say, in New Hampshire. Now, it is on their license plate. It's also on every single road sign Okay. It is like the symbol of New Hampshire. I feel like people were so proud of this. And being from Massachusetts growing up, I thought it was ridiculous because it's a series of 5 granite cliff ledges on Cannon Mountain in the White Mountains of New Hampshire. And it's cool. I remember seeing when I was a kid, you drive up and you're like, whoa, it does look like the face of an old man. But relax. Relax. I mean, for you to have to put that on your license plate, you put that on your road signs, and it's only because it created tourist attractions, so they had to blow it out of proportion so people would come and look at it. It's rocks. It's ridiculous. Now, the best part is, I'm looking at the history now. On May 3rd, 2003, I laughed because it collapsed. And I thought it was funny. Right away, I was like, that's amazing. Dream come true. Because I don't know, as a kid, I just feel like people would always talk about it. And I just didn't really get it. You know, I feel like even seeing it, it was okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Also saw pictures. Also, it's on every license plate in New Hampshire. You're taking away from the mystery. Also, it's on every road sign. Wow. This is what I'm talking about, guys. So the formation collapsed to the ground between midnight and 2 a.m. on May 3rd, 2003. Dismay over the collapse has been so great that people have visited to pay tribute, including leaving flowers. Hey, it's not a real man. It was rocks. It was rocks. Unbelievable. And it goes on and on and on. And they probably want to rebuild it and this and that. Good. They called a halt to fundraising. So ridiculous. Why don't you just let it be? They want a copper replica now. Like, calm down. The time has come and gone. It's done. Come up with something new, New Hampshire. You got other stuff. You got great, not the Great Lakes, but you have great lakes. Fantastic lakes, very clean water. It's not a bad state. It's fun to visit. Property taxes are 98% of what your house is worth every year, so you don't have any money left to do anything if you live there. But hey, maybe don't leave flowers. Oh my God. That is amazing. That's amazing. You left flowers, and so people probably, I need someone from New Hampshire that probably went there as a kid and left flowers. Like their parents or grandparents brought them and said, we have to go leave flowers now because the stone fell, the rocks fell, and we perceive it as a face because our brain images it that way. We see it that way. Okay. It's not a face. It's rocks that look like that. I mean, you can imagine anything. Sure, it did look like an old man. And why does he have to be old? What if he wasn't that old? What if he was middle-aged? If it was still around, though, and I'm not going to get too political, but if it was still around, that probably would be some petition like, we can't call it old man because it's just a man. You can't even call it a man. It's just a face that kind of looks like a human being of any age. Not to offend anyone. I just thought of that too today when I was driving, and it's still on their license plates. That's my favorite part. So that was 2003. New Hampshire, it's 2019. Okay. You notice how I said 2003? Now I say 2019. That's because it's different nowadays. 16 years. Almost 16 years this May. And you still print license plates with that on it. Just get rid of it. It's still beautiful when you drive in the White Mountains up there. Those are still there. And stuff changes over time, no matter if it's from just the earth or, or we're speeding it up steadily because global warming, political. But I mean, maybe it doesn't make it okay. It's still like, oh, that sucks. We can't look at that anymore. But guess what? There's pictures everywhere. And I think if you show, say, your grandkids or kids or grandkids that have never seen it, they're going to go, oh, okay, cool. Yep, it does kind of look like an old man. They're probably going to bother you because especially if most kids are just, I don't care. I don't want to see that crap. Right? So, yeah, get over it. Take it off your license plate. Get over it. Get over it. And you're called the granite state. You still have granite. Not all the granite's gone. Probably a lot of it, but not all of it's gone. Get over it. So I had moving on from that, I had a fun dream. I didn't even remember these. I don't know why, because I remembered them when I maybe first woke up. And then obviously I forgot details, but I feel like I forgot even to, I don't even think I like told my wife or anything, and that happens, and then they popped in my head again, and I'm glad I remembered them. One of them, and I think they were over the weekend. I don't remember when. But one of them, I was in a helicopter with Bill Burr, who is a comedian for all the people that don't know, which most of you should know that. Well, you don't tell you what you shouldn't do, but anyway, and he has his helicopter license, so this makes sense. Me being in a helicopter with him right now doesn't make sense. Probably never will, but you never know. He's from Mass. Anyway, we're in a little helicopter. We were trying to get somewhere. I remember trying to look at the map on Google. We were trying to get into Boston. It was traffic everywhere, which is all the time. And we were taking these weird ways, and we were flying in between buildings like it was a movie, and it was intense. And halfway through, I was kind of thinking, oh, maybe we should have just taken a car because this is getting scary. And sure enough, we crashed. And we landed upside down. I didn't get hurt. I don't think he got hurt. And we landed upside down. Nothing broke or blew up, which is not real. It's like if a helicopter crashed in a video game. And we landed upside down. And I remember just sliding. And then we had to try to, and then I remember looking at like the maps and trying to figure out, oh crap, we would have probably already been there if we had a car. Now what do we do? Now we have to call for an Uber from here. The tunnel's all backed up. Made no sense. What a wackadoodle dream that is, huh? And then the other one was I was with my wife, and we went into, it looked like a gas station with not much in it, like a convenience store with not much in it. And then there was an opening in the back doorway, right? And that was a Panera Bread, but it didn't look like a Panera Bread. It kind of just looked like a old like cafeteria almost. And there were no menus, nothing on the wall. It was like a bootleg Panera Bread, okay? It's like when you see in the movies when people go play cards, you know, and they knock on the door and they have passwords and stuff. There was no password. It seemed like anyone could just go in there. But it was kind of like that. And you just walk in, and it was just this really bland cafeteria with tables and whatnot. And I remember thinking, we're like, oh, where are the menus? How do we order food? It made no sense. And there were screens on the table, which this is a reality nowadays, but you can order from your table, whatever. So I remember we figured out, oh, we can just order on the screen, and then the people in the gas station through the doorway, they make the food. And then you go grab it. Pretty similar to most Panera Breads nowadays, you know. I think you can order on screens. It looks different. It doesn't look like a bland, vast cafeteria. And then the dream got real crazy when this girl was, I don't know if she was kind of at our table. I think there were big, like circle tables, or she put her foot, either way, she had a plate of food in front of her, and she was kind of across from us. And then she was standing up, and then she went to walk away, and it was so weird. She just spit on her food. She just let spit go. She didn't aggressively launch it, but she just let spit fall over her mouth and then picked her plate up and walked away. I know, I don't get it. And I remember looking at Bethany, I was just like, oh, so like, just where are the manners, you know? What is that all? But it wasn't like, what the heck, what happened? What was that? Nope. It seemed kind of normal in the dream. It seemed weird. We were still like, that's rude. That was rude behavior. That's gross. But I feel like nowadays I said, let's get out of this fake Panera Bread where they're probably just going to harvest our organs. That's what I would have thought. Pretty crazy. Where do dreams come from? I mean, but it's so ridiculous. Like, how do you think of these things when you're sleeping? You don't even try to. And where does this come from? I don't know why. It's like you just manufacture these movie scenes. Sometimes they're fun, sometimes they're not fun. That's bananas, though. I mean, I thought it was Banana Land. I thought it was pretty cool, huh? Uh, what else are they going to talk about? I don't know. This is probably going to be a pretty quick episode, guys, because it's solo. I'm trying to keep it 40, 45. We're not going to rush through it. We're still enjoying it. Please. I want to talk about this other thing I noticed on the commute. I have a long commute. Is in Massachusetts, and I can't speak for other states. I think I've seen it in some other states, but because they stopped making Crown Vics, as they call them, Ford Crown Victorias. Ford stopped making them. Ford makes different police interceptors now. One of them looks like, I think, like a Ford Taurus kind of sedan, and then the Ford Explorer that they just call Police Interceptor SUV. It's a Ford Explorer. Now, the issue is, back in, I feel like growing up, or even until a few years ago, when every cop had Crown Vics, majority of Crown Vics were police. Maybe not in the 90s as much and stuff, but then gas went through the roof, and those things are gas hogs, because I'm pretty sure most of them are like V8s, or it doesn't matter, and they're heavy cars, and in the rear-wheel drive, and no one really drove them, especially up here in Massachusetts, because we get snow, so no one really drove them, or people would buy they'd buy them cheap after they were cops, and you'd see them, which, don't do that. Also, you probably think you're cool because it still had the police bumper, but then all the logos were just stripped off. And I feel like that person was always just smoking a cigarette and did not have their life together. I mean, clearly. Maybe not clearly. I don't want to judge. But that would suck. They would come up behind you, and then you'd move over, and you realize it's just a 19-year-old kid smoking cigs, right? Now, my issue nowadays, so you say, okay, well, that doesn't really happen as much because I haven't seen a Crown Vic police officer in my state in probably a good year or so, okay? But most of them, all the state police here are getting Ford Explorers. Fine, makes sense, all-wheel drive. Makes sense. Should have had all-wheel drive vehicles all along. I get it, okay? My issue is that vehicle should only be for police officers. Okay? Okay, Ford? Okay, the world? Okay, yeah, that's what I think. I think that should only be for police officers. Now, hear me out. Okay? Reason being, okay, they're Ford Explorers. Now, you're on the highway. They're all the same model. The last 5 years, they look the same. Maybe longer. There's hundreds of thousands of them out there. And you be on the highway, and all of a sudden, and here comes, and some of them, too, and the state police are all black or all silver or like a gray. And here comes a gray Ford Explorer coming quick at you in the fast lane. You look down. I go, David Attenborough kicks in. Just happens. Just happens. That was a good one. Admit it. Okay. So, sure enough, I go, crap, hit the brakes, move over. Heart starts beating a little bit. Oh, I might get pulled over. I might have been going a little quick. Right? Look to my left. Oh, good. They're going by me. Look in there. Look in the driver's seat. Not a cop. 49 to 54-year-old soccer mom. It's like every time going 85 on the highway, bum rushing you. And you think you're getting pulled over. And sometimes they have super tinted windows, so I don't even know. It takes me a while. Luckily, sometimes, they might be next to you for a while, or you're trying to pass them. Do I go by this guy? Is it a cop? Sometimes they'll do that. They'll slow down, and then they'll go over and pull you over. And I look, and it's just some guy on a conference call on his cell phone holding it in front of him instead of up to his ear, like a-holes do. Hold the phone up to your ear, by the way, when you talk. Unless it's on speakerphone, you can put it in a mount. Or maybe hold it then, but what's the point? Just hold it up to your ear if you have it in your hand already. If you want your hand free, put it in a car mount, put it on speaker, or put it on Bluetooth. Understand? Okay, thank you. So Ford Explorers, everyone, I'm going to get a petition. And now it's not like I'm a vigilante, rebel, whatever, right? It's just frustrating because you're trying to go about your day and then you tighten up, everything clenches, you get all nervous. And honestly, I think it has to, obviously, if they're to the public, majority of Ford Explorers out there now are not police officers. Which is fine. Sure, you should be on your best behavior at all times. But you know what? Some people aren't. including myself sometimes. And it's just frustrating. And I thought about that, and it bothered me, and just wanted to bring it up to you guys. All right, we're going to get into a couple segments here. Then maybe we'll talk a little more. We'll see. Doing pretty well. Having a good time. I think, see, when I talk like this, it's kind of echoey in the beginning. I noticed I was kind of facing a different way down here because I wanted to face more towards the camera, but it's a podcast. Remember, Josh, not a TV show. Also, I'm in a wide open basement below grade, so there might be a little echo sometimes if I talk this direction. If I talk here, it's okay. All righty, guys. This is going to be fun. It's time for some fun. Here we go.
It's time for Would You Rather. This is where, here below grade, we discuss and analyze the Would You Rather questions posted on Below Grade's podcast Instagram page weekly. Enjoy this segment of Would You Rather.
Okay. Just made that up. Obviously, my voice with not much effects on it, but doesn't matter. So, would you rather, guys? I'll probably try to put a jingle to it and stuff too. For now, that's what we're doing. Baby steps. The first would you rather is, would you rather have $1 million now or a penny, 1 cent, but that doubles every month? Okay. So either I go, here's a briefcase or suitcase. No, probably only a briefcase. Not the same thing, of $1 million. Or, hey, here's a penny. You can take it now. There's no rules. Take it now. Or wait a month. Now you have 2 pennies. Wait another month. Now you have 4 pennies. Now, 44% of you said you would take the $1 million. Okay? Okay? Hear me out. 56% said penny. I'm so glad that's majority. It should be 100% penny, guys, because this just shows people aren't patient and people are greedy. But guess what? You think, yeah, but a penny, and then 2 cents, and then 4 cents, and so on, okay? Now, after a year, you'd only have $20, so you're still annoyed, okay? After 2 years, you would have $83,000. Ooh, still have to wait 2 years for that? Okay. After 2 years and 4 months, guys, you'd have $1.3 million. $1.3 million. And if there's no end to this, okay, and I know it's a lot of control, but if you're not homeless right now, as long as you're making it through, it goes quick, guys. Think about 2 years and 4 months ago. And now, sure, cash out, but then you say, well, it's only an extra $300,000. Okay, no problem. Wait 1, 2. Now you're at 2.5 years. You're at $5 million. Now, I think this is right. Wait until you hit that 3-year mark. $343 million. You're all set. Why would you take the $1 million now? Unless you think you can invest that well. And there's no way you can. It'd be almost impossible. You still have to work, by the way. $1 million is not that much anymore. Even if it's tax-free, still have to work. Unless you're, the only thing I think would say if, I don't know, maybe if you were like, I would have to be pretty old though, to not wait 3 more years. At least. It depends. Okay. It depends how healthy I feel and all that. But I'd say it may be different for people that are elderly, maybe. But still you can say, yeah, but I can wait 3 years or I can wait 2 years. And, a little over 2 years and be to 5 million, whatever it was I said. 343 million if you wait 3 years. I'll wait. You guys can have your $1 million now, and you're going to get not much with that. You'll pay off your debts, still be working, and then in 3 years, you know what I'll do actually? I'll go, hey, look it, guys. I have 343 million. You know what? Talk to you in a month. Uh-oh. Now I have 687 million. How you doing there? You know what? Let's do 2 months. Another 30 days. Okay, now I'm done. 1.3 billion. Oh, maybe I'm not. 2.7 billion. It would be actually addicting. And if you couldn't touch it, that would have to be the rule that obviously you can't take any money out. You can't take, all right, I'm at 300 million. I'll take 100 out and then let it double again. No, it's got to be once you touch the money, that's it. You're done. It's all or nothing at that point. I would wait close to that 3 years and call it a day. I would want to get at least to that amount. That way I could maybe even a little longer. I'd wait till I get close to that billion. That seems like a lot, but then I could just go nuts, take care of everybody. Guys, that's simple. Please, ladies and gents, get on board. It's like compounding interest, but at 100% rate. That's what that is. It really is. All right, we're going to move on to the next. Would you rather? Would you rather a zombie outbreak or an alien invasion? 53% said zombie and 47% said alien. So it was almost a dead heat. Might have been a 1-2 person difference, something like that, out of the 12,000 people that voted. That's a tough one because I think a lot of people pick zombie because they think it'll be like fun or a challenge. Still scary no matter what, right? It's frightening. It's basically, and now here's the thing though, with aliens, you don't know, right? That's what I think, where zombies, you don't entirely know, and as long as they're not super fast, now, depends. If it's, which you assume where zombies, they bite, it's like more of an infection thing, right? And they bite people and then they become zombies, so it's frightening, and then you might see loved ones get bit, and now they're zombies, and it just gets really emotional. It's an emotional roller coaster. But now with aliens, that can happen too. You just get people getting sucked up left and right, and just getting sucked up, getting sucked up, getting sucked up. That's what it sounds like when you get abducted by aliens. Getting sucked up, sucked up. And then, but then the other thing is, like my wife said, she's like, what if they're friendly though? It's like, that's true. They could be friendly, but also there's a good chance if they can get to our planet and we don't know they exist, as far as we know, then they're probably just going to take over the whole planet and kill everybody. So, and you're not going to have a chance. If they can easily get here and we don't know how they got here, well, then they by far will have technology that you just can't get away from them. It would be impossible. So 47% of you that voted, you're not going to live, most likely. Where zombie apocalypse? Could happen one day. Some people got way too into this because of the Walking Dead. I almost said The Living Dead, which that was a movie a long time ago, but Walking Dead show, which has been on way too long. Cancel the show. Not that good anymore. It seems fun in theory, but realistically, it would suck, obviously, especially where it's not like you just do it for a year and then everything goes back to normal, guys. It's survival, but not survival like the power grid went out. It's survival where power grid probably did go out. For some reason, that always happens when there's zombie outbreaks, which maybe it would have to happen. Otherwise, everything would get under control. You know what I would say? Maybe if it was a zombie outbreak, but you don't know, that's probably the chance. You don't know is how far is it affecting? Can you get somewhere where, get to an island where they're not at? Also, wait a tick. That would just ruin movies and shows then, wouldn't it? If there's zombie outbreaks, say you're in the United States of America and there's zombie outbreaks, get on a boat. Problem solved. Get on a boat. I know it's not that easy, but if you're in the middle of the country, get to the Mississippi. I'm not sure. You probably won't make it. But even if you're not, you might make it eventually. Get to the ocean, go to a port, siphon a ton of gas, tanks, load them up, find some keys, steal them. It's apocalypse, right? Get in that boat. Now, just because it's zombie, I would think the question would be, would cell towers still be up? Depends how quick you get out there. Probably, as long as the grid's up for a little bit. And even if it's not, who cares? You can figure it out. Just stock up on a ton of canned goods, a ton of food, get on a decent-sized vessel, all right, that you can also maneuver, but, small enough to maneuver, but big enough where, and you might, I get it, but stay close enough to shore. Just stay along the coast. It's not the ideal way to navigate, but stay along the coast, and then guess what? You just find a little island. I'm not talking escape to you know, the Azores, okay, from the East Coast, or get to Hawaii, because you won't make it. 100% chance you probably won't make it. But get to a little island maybe where you can still see the mainland. There's no zombies on this island, because why would they get there? And as long as no one's infected, you're good. Now, the question is, of course, you would run out of food, but you run out of food anywhere. Once the grocery stores are wiped out, so you got to really stock up, bring fuel, bring stuff to light fires with. I mean, I'm talking go crazy. Try to bring seed so you can plant stuff. Maybe steal some livestock. Sorry, vegans, but you got to, and hope they're not infected. I get it. It's a big thing. And it's like you're Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark. Noah's Ark. You are Noah, and you are in charge. Okay? That's what you got to think of when it's zombie apocalypse. You're Noah. Get on the ark. Let's go. Grab an animal. Grab a can of corn. Let's go. Get on the boat. Get on the boat. Get on the boat. Get on the boat. You look like you should stay here. Oh, can you maybe go grab another can in the store? Everyone, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Bleeding out of his eyes. Bleeding out of his eyes. Let's go. A lot of work, but alien invasion is just completely out of control, and I think you got to have that control. So I'm going to agree with 53% and go zombie outbreak. Now, last would you rather is have a completely automated home or a self-driving car, which would be completely self-driving, of course. Now, 63% said home. I'm surprised. It started car at first. And now I can see both sides, because cars are getting there anyway, but so are homes. Everything's pretty automated and can talk to each other. Thermostats learn when you get home. They talk to the alarms. They talk to door locks. You can control things remotely. And fully automated, you don't even control it, but that already is a thing. So temps lower and rise. They adapt to you, motion sensors, so they know you're in the room to put on the thermostat or not. But fully automated, that's a tough question, because does that mean that you don't have to do anything? Like there's a robot in your house? That's what I like to imagine. It's fully automated, right? So that means you don't do anything. It depends how much you're home and how much you drive. That's what it comes down to. I commute a lot, but still home. Still would be fun to never have to do laundry or dishes. I mean, dishwasher's semi-automated. You got to put them away. So if you had a friendly forever robot that would never turn on you and kill you, then yeah, I think fully automated home would be more useful, I think, because now think about it. Some people get used to it and like doing yard work and all that. You won't have to at all. It's like you live in a condo association, but they also do everything inside. It's like you live in a condo association with a maid. And I'm bringing this like middle class, guys. Obviously, you could say, oh, yeah, well, it's also like you're just rich. Yeah, it is. But you don't have people around. But it's like you're rich and you have a chef and you have this, but everything's automated. Fully automated. No more cooking, no more cleaning, no more mowing the lawn, weed whacking, doing laundry. But then you got to drive to the grocery store, buy the groceries still. You still got to drive to work. You still got to drive there. I honestly am torn here, and I see both sides. I don't know. I guess it depends how big your house is and how much housework you really hate too. I mean, I don't know. I think it's so ingrained in us, but so is driving too, that you just walk in a room, turn the light switch on. You don't think. Where this would just be, whoop, light just comes up onto you. It might frustrate you though over time, where you might not want that bright light on, or you might want this and you have to tell. It's like in the movies, like, hey lady, that's not, hey lady, oh yeah, real nice. Or hey guy, that's how we talk. Hey lady, hey guy, lower the light. It's they always have some weird name too in movies. It's like, I mean, now it's Siri and all that, but it'd be like, welcome home. Make yourself at home. I'm Olivia, your automated home assistant. Please, would you like a cup of tea? She might annoy you. It's like Siri that annoys people now. I'm going to say, I started out home. I'm going back. I'm going driving. Sorry, I flip-flop. And this isn't a strong case. This isn't an Alien versus Zombie 3 case. I'm going driving. I think it would, think about that. No steering wheel. It's like getting in on a train, but you don't have other people, you don't have other stops. You just get in, put wherever you're going, address, start. And that's it. And you can talk. It's fully automated. Autonomous. You don't have to do anything. You can sleep. That's worth it, I think. Think about that. If you got any type of commute, just wake up, get in your car. Obviously, you can do everything in between, and especially if it's at least 40 minutes, 40 to an hour and a half, which is ridiculous, understandable. Go to sleep on the way home. Go to sleep. You at least can relax. You're going to be less tired, too. It makes you way more tired driving, going to visit people. You won't be, I'm going to drive all the way there. Yeah, it's a little boring. And also, if everything was fully automated and not just you, then that's a big difference, because then you'll get there even quicker. Because cars will, obviously there's a certain speed that's not safe because the car is still a car on a road. But, there wouldn't really be traffic ever if everything was fully automated. So I think that it would be driving. Oh, and then speaking of slow drivers in traffic, I put that up too. What's worse? Kind of would you rather? Slow drivers or slow walkers? This was pretty close, 53% or 47%. So what I'm saying is, would you rather be stuck behind someone driving slow or someone walking slow? If you have a fully automated car, guess what? It might be kind of frustrating you're in traffic, but not as much because you're not braking. And then if everything's fully automated, there's no traffic, so there's no slow drivers. So you don't have to worry about that. I'm surprised this is as close as it is, because I don't think some people fully think this through. I would pick slow walkers at first, but honestly, traffic sucks. And it's not necessarily traffic. It's slow drivers where you can't go around, or you're on the highway, you can't get around them. That's even more frustrating, where you should be able to, but you can't because there's so many cars. And then you're on a 2-lane road and you don't want to pass them because it's illegal. And they're going 20 and a 40. It's all mentality too. If you're kind of just like, you know what? It's going to take me an extra couple minutes. And then walking, I think it's easier to get around a slow walker. That's what it comes down to. So I'm going to say slow drivers are worse for the people out there that voted on that. That was just a last minute question I put up. You never know. Go on Below Grade Podcast Instagram. Fun things pop up. Okay. What else do we want to talk about? Not a ton more. Maybe a little bit more. All right. Let's see. I don't have like an ending outro. Would you rather? So, that's it for the Would You Rathers. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Don't need to. I know. Yeah. Thanks. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Quiet down. We get back to the podcast. So that's just the crowd here. It's a live podcast. If you didn't know, this was talked about. A lot of people joke about this and everything too. George Carlin had a good bit about it, about baby on board stickers and how annoying it is. Like, oh, so you have that baby, so I gotta be extra careful. I'm not gonna get into that. I understand it's precious cargo, but what does that? It's not like you're in a special lane that you have to have that sticker, right? It makes no sense. It's not like we're doing pit maneuvers on people if I get annoyed with someone. I'm like, you know what? Screw you, buddy. Pit maneuver. Oh, you got a baby on board. You know what? I'm not going to bump you with my car and make you go off the road, make you do a 180 and go off the road because I'm annoyed with you. Like, this isn't, you don't just bump into people, right? You're going to drive someone off the road. Yeah, there is road rage, and sometimes that happens. So maybe the slim chance that might happen to you once in your life, and you still have that baby within the time frame that it is a baby, put the sticker on. Probably not going to happen. So take that off and take your stick figure family stickers off also. Thank you. But the one baby on board sticker the other day that made me reconsider it. It said baby on board. And honestly, like, you know what? That's how you meet in the middle. I like that guy. Because you want to know why? It wasn't one of those just yellow ones that had a caution symbol and said baby on board. It said baby on board, and it had a sweet looking baby. It sounds weird, but you know what I mean? It was a cool looking baby with sunglasses on. That's a cool sticker. It kind of looked like that baby in The Hangover, the movie The Hangover, with sunglasses. Carlos, whatever that Zach Galifianakis said his name was. He kind of looked like that baby. It might have been symboled after that baby. Either way, amazing sticker. I'll throw that on my car. Especially that's how you be in the middle. If your wife's like, hey, we really should put a baby on board sticker. And then you go, it's really not necessary. Because I know the baby's in here, so I will drive safer and do my best. Other people, they're not going to pimp maneuver us just because we don't put that sticker. They're not going to bump into us. They're not going to drive us off the road. I think it's okay. But you know what? Forget this conversation, honey. We'll definitely put a sticker on. Be right back. Or you probably buy it online. But you know what I mean. Okay, got a sticker on there. She can't complain. That's amazing. You know? And if she doesn't think it's funny, well then, go file papers. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's a funny sticker. It's a funny sticker. It really is. All right, we're going to close with, where's the thing? Okay, where's the thing? It's in front of me. It's a soundboard in front of me. See how weird this gets. We're going to close with a new segment we kind of started last week.
Listen carefully. Now that I have your attention, you are about to join a segment called CIA. This is where, here below grade, we analyze and discuss crazy Instagram accounts. I hope you, the listener, along with the actual CIA, will enjoy this segment.
Okay, time for CIA segment. Yeah, just made that little segment intro. We talked about it last week. That was actually the name of the episode, was Stock Red Sierra. It's an Instagram account. Go check it out, and go check out last week's episode where we talk about that. So I'm going to try to talk about crazy Instagram accounts every week. And if I have a guest on, I hope they bring one with them. This one I found, if you have Instagram, please check it out. If not, just listen. And if you're watching the video, I'll try to put up screenshots of this because it's called Travels with My Cat. The name is Miss Tipsy Cat Bose. 5,920 followers, 1,000 posts, and they have their own website called travelswithmycat.com. Cool. You think it's like a real cat. Every picture is the person traveling, but in the picture is a stuffed animal. And that stuffed animal does not look like a cat to me unless it used to. It looks like a stuffed bear. So I have no idea why it says travels with my cat. It should say travels with my bear. Unless they're not from America. And maybe that's the name for stuffed animals. Someone help me out. But there are pictures, for instance, right here that it's just, teddy cats. Okay, I'm sorry. Turns out teddy cats can float in the Dead Sea. It is a picture of a teddy bear floating in the Dead Sea. Zoomed in. This is real life. 532 likes. Once again, why did you guys like that? Yeah. Oh, it's a photo edited, of course. Well, with a bit of help from photo edit button. Tee-hee-hee. But shh, don't tell anyone. Oh, you know who I am going to tell? The FBI or the real CIA. Because you're going to have your own Netflix special one day where you just turn people into teddy bears and bring them with you and travel with them because you're freaking us out, person. Thanks for all your encouragement, and to my sensible pals who told me to stay dry. This way I did. What? Every picture has a teddy bear in it. So that it must be the teddy bear's name is Cat or Cats. This is so weird. It's a way of showing people that they travel, but every picture they put the teddy bear in. And it's freaking me out. I don't care. Hopefully it's for a good cause, but it's still freaking me out. They're in Jordan here, the country, and it says, look at the amazing colors in the rocks. So beautiful. I agree. It's a pretty picture. We had to take a photo, even though it was raining. And the teddy bear is in the picture, of course, and it has a rain jacket on. So is this person buying like infant clothes for this teddy bear? This is crazy. Guys, once again, this account is called Travels with My Cat. Please, if you don't have an Instagram, go make one right now. It's worth it. Trust me. Travels with My Cat. They're going all over the world. Imagine, here's the best part. Here they are in London. They're in public taking pictures of these beautiful places, okay? And the bear is in it. So they have to, and it's has a video of it. I mean, it has an outfit on. It's staged. Imagine being there, trying to enjoy your travels and take in these beautiful sights. And you look over, and this stranger has rain jacket or a dress in this picture here on a teddy bear with props in it, and they're taking a picture of it. Probably multiple pictures to get the right one. I mean, this is scary. This is scary. Oh my God. Travels with my cat. What are you doing? Why don't you just be in the picture? Why don't you be in the picture? Or why don't you just take the pictures without that thing in it? It's freaking us out. And it's also kind of ruins the pictures too, because I don't want to see a teddy bear. I want to see your picture of the scenery. Psycho. This might be crazier than Stock Red Sierra, which was an Instagram account that possibly was a truck that posts pictures of itself. Wow. Travels with my cat. Please go look at that Instagram account. That's amazing. Holy cow. That's amazing. Oh my God. It's just, and it's fine. I'm glad that we have the freedom to do that. But also, I don't know, it's because I know some accounts are a joke, but I don't think that's a joke. Because you have to hold this teddy bear, bring it everywhere with you. I don't know if it meant something to you. I don't know, but maybe don't make it weird. You know, like I said, if it's for a good cause, which it doesn't, I didn't see any donating thing or anything like that. No. So it wasn't like every picture that Teddy bear named cat is in, and you like it, every like, I'll donate $1 to this. No, not at all. I think you're just a weirdo with a teddy bear, and that's like your crutch, and that's your only connection. Please just don't harm anyone. That's all I ask. Maybe that's their way to vent. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. That's it for episode 11 of Below Grade. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Thanks for listening. Next week, we're going to have a guest on. That's going to be a surprise. Keep your eyes out on Instagram for the preview of that. And thanks for joining me, Below Grade. Remember, the hatch is open. Talk to you next week.